Heavenly Father, what is the eighth commandment?
Thou shalt not steal.
Good afternoon, everyone. We already tackled 6 of the commandments of God. Next is the 7th commandment of God, which is, you shall not steal, or thou shall not steal. You shall not steal, or thou shall not steal. This commandment regulates material goods and property, money, and all that money can buy. It means all that a man needs for his subsistence and all that he possesses as his own.
The church teaching regarding stealing. One is under a strict obligation to restore the stolen goods or make compensation for the damage done, stated in Leviticus chapter 6 verses 1 to 5. This is what moral theology called restitution. The following are guiding rules for restitution. The first one is, if the owner of the stolen property is dead, it must be given to his heirs. If the heirs are dead, it must be given to the poor. If the thief cannot restore the whole, he must restore as it can. If poverty or any circumstances render to the thief insolvent to restitute immediately, he must resolve to do as possible and should fulfill the restitutive dimension of justice. If the thief cannot restore even a part of the stolen goods, he ought at least to do a corporal works of mercy and pray for the person he has wronged. Number 2. If someone has gotten stolen goods, he is bound to give them up to the rightful owner as soon as he can. He who refuses to make restitution will not obtain pardon of his sins from God nor absolution from the priest. So be careful, as stated in the book of Ezekiel chapter 33 verse 13, he who will not render what he has robbed shall die everlastingly.
The following are sins against the 7th commandment. The first one is theft. It is the secret looting of another man's goods, contrary to the rational will of the owner. In short, it is stealing somebody else's property. The second one is robbery. It is a theft accompanied by personal violence, or the act or instance of illegally taking something that belongs to somebody else, using force, threats, or violence. Cheating is injuring one's neighbor in his possessions by crafty means. It is when you break rules to gain personal advantage, be unfaithful, escape something through ill manner. Usury is making use of the needy circumstances of another to one's own profit. It especially happens when you lend money at exorbitant rate of interest. Issues related to stealing. There are 4 issues. First is promises. Promises must be kept and contracts must be strictly observed. Second, bind individuals and societies in their words into the future. The second issue is gambling, game of the chance. They become morally unacceptable if they provide someone of what is necessary to provide for his needs and those of others. Passion of gambling risk becomes an enslavement. Third is international debt. Issue must be viewed not only in the economic perspective but also from the moral lens. Principle of solidarity must be properly applied in this moral problem. And fourth and last, labor and capital must be over and above the capital in terms of priority. Workers must be given not just a minimum wage but a family living wage.